All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ASUS ROG Summer 2014 Counter-Strike Global Offensive Tournament here, hosted at Assembly Summer. We are going to be getting into our winter match here of Group C, the first group that we're handling here tonight. And unless you guys noticed, there's been a bit of a change on this side of the desk. Natu was here earlier. He's out.
He's been upgraded.
We've got Lurpus. He's been upgraded.
Yep.
Exactly. Lurpus is here. He's a bit fitter, a bit leaner. He's a bit meaner. And so we should be off to a pretty good start here in this winter match, man. You really missed something on that first map on Dust 2, though. That was, as I was saying, no rounds on T side, all CT side, and then somehow it goes 15-15 overtime. Really just a very weird start to the group today.
I saw the very end of it. I was doing the interview for the TV station that's casting the grand final, showing on national TV on tomorrow night. Right. So I was doing an interview for them that they're going to be showing at the map change, and that obviously got me a little delayed there. Oh. I actually was like 1 minute away from making it. Like as I got done, it said like 1 minute ago, Nicholas texted me saying they're starting with Natu. So
Natu is
well, it wasn't far away, but I caught the end of the game.
What did you think from the end? Just what you saw?
I was really surprised. Really surprised Paranoia got back in it at the end. They actually bring it into OT because it really looked like Games4u were just going to run away with it. That's
what I was thinking at the end of the first half. Obviously, I think anybody thinking, they got like, 13 rounds on the CT side of Dust 2, you're probably thinking, okay, they need 3 rounds on the T side. This might be over fairly quick, but then Paranoia, I mean, the crowd was hyped behind them as well. And I know you don't
the crowd is pretty cool. Yeah. Like, I was surprised how many people were once again here just beating those sticks.
Whole thing was practically full. But we are going to be getting into our winner match now. So Games4u, the guys who managed to clinch it in the end in overtime versus Paranoia Esports, are going to be going up against the Norwegian team that have actually made it all the way over here to Finland. Very far away, I know. But Expert Gaming, who took their first map of the day over Arctic Esports, 16-10 on Nuke. And apparently their CT side was dominant. I think Arctic managed to pick up 1 round in that half for themselves. So Expert seemed to be on point today. But we will be seeing if they're going to be up to snuff here versus the Swedes. We spoke a little bit with Lodi behind or afterwards in the post-match interview, and Lodi not sounding too confident going into this match versus the Norwegians. So we'll have to see. I mean, if he's able to regain some of that. He looks pretty nervous, so hopefully they'll be able to calm down a little bit and get in that game face. And again, Mirage is going to be the map here. It's just been Mirage, Mirage, Mirage. So I think it's a finish thing. It's like it has to be, ASUS ROG. You only play Mirage.
Yeah, it seems that way. It's been far too many Mirage games. I mean, all those people who usually complain about Inferno being played way too much, they're definitely not going to be happy with this tournament either. So, there's still some tweaking to be done with the map selection system, I think. I think this tournament actually has a pretty good map pool, but obviously the selection system needs a little work, I think.
No, the selection system, there was one thing that, Train has been opted out for cash. One detail here in this map pool, something that Games4u aren't too pleased about necessarily either, as we saw in that interview. They're talking about how Train is definitely one of their stronger maps, and that could come back to bite them. Maybe ending up on Mirage here may hurt them in the end, but we can see that all the players are ready here, so we should be able to get this game underway fairly soon. As I give the final go-ahead, yes, we are ready indeed. Everybody is here. Nobody seems to be behind, and we should be able to get into the knife round fairly soon here. But I mean, going off what you know about these teams, do you think it's going to make a big difference who starts on which side? Mirage, do you think one of these teams really needs that CT start?
I don't think so. I think they're fairly evenly matched. I do think Expert are slight favorites in the game, though. If I had to put money down, I'd put it on the Norwegian team.
On the Norwegian team? I mean, this is Expert is actually a team that we've been seeing do fairly well in recent times. They made it through the groups, or through the qualifiers, actually, for DreamHack Summer. Qualified through the BYOC, made it into the groups. Didn't do so well in the group phase, unfortunately for them. They didn't make it through to the playoffs, for example. But still, Copenhagen Games, they were there. They really do seem to be able to get to most of the lands happening around this area in Europe.
Yeah, so, and that's already a big advantage, is having that teamwork and chemistry of having attended a bunch of events together and constantly playing together, whereas you never really know if Games4u is such a serious team.
And we had it from Lodi himself earlier, saying that they weren't really able to practice too much going into this tournament. And that is something that's actually may affect their play. I mean, definitely, if you're going up against teams that have had a little bit of time, who've got the experience together, but also had the time to get some prac going, that makes a difference. But it looks like we are live now with our first round here of this map. Winner match here of Group C on Mirage, and everybody from Expert Gaming have gathered up in the A apartments practically. One man in pit, but they are going to go for the straight rush out, and it's going to come down to who can hold. Already shots going out from Lodi. Nobody going to get caught, but they don't check the angle, and do not able to get the frag. Huge mistake there, not able to find it, but Avian steps right back in and gets 2 big kills. far as he is concerned, this is looking very good here. Avian with the third frag. They are shutting it down. Now it's Yakin alive. Last man here at a pit, and he's not going to live for long. Lunetti will get the final frag of that round, but Avian, the hero here for the Swedes. 3 huge frags from CT spawn.
Yeah, it was a good play by him. Just getting those kills, staying far enough to actually stay alive. Not allowing what I believe is Menace, who rushed the CT spawn area yesterday in the pistol round, didn't allow for that to happen. We see G here just missing some easy shots, but then obviously Awan made up for it, more than made up for it.
Those 3, those were huge. And I've thought obviously you're looking at the beginning of that take and you're thinking, Do not able to pick up anything. They managed to get control of the site expert. And then Avian just turned the tide completely for Games4u and got them that crucial start. That first pistol round now goes the Swedish way. And this means rifles now for Games4u. So we have to see exactly how they're going to be able to put these to use. Transys going for a very interesting hold here up in B Apartments, getting all the way up next to the smoke and holding a close angle. This puts them within lethal range here of the pistols if they come around that corner. And there happens to be quite a few members for Expert Gaming waiting right around here. StigWow, as we can see thanks to the X-ray, right on the other side of that smoke. And there's the peak, and Transys comes out ahead. StigWow not really able to do anything with that information. Lunetti, actually this is just working out great for Games4u. They're peeking all over the map, and these peaks are really netting them some big kills.
Yeah, I mean, experts aren't really getting anything done with these P250s and CZ75s. Games4u just able, well, that's 1 kill for them. Not gonna really make a difference. Good job by Games4u not allowing the Norwegians to group up and get those important entry kills. I mean, even yesterday we saw a bunch of teams win save rounds, so CZ75 save rounds are, I mean, they're dangerous.
They are. Do you agree with how Expert played that though, spreading out across the map with a pistol round like that?
I mean, I don't really think it's a good idea to just try to take aim duels all across the map at long distances with pistols against rifles, but must have been a reason for doing it, though the reason might have been bad. Some trading going on there in the middle, early aggression. Lunetti down 9 health, 3v2 currently in the favor of Games4u.
And look at the position here for Skippy. He could potentially open this all wide open. I mean, there's one man who's managed to work his way back into CT, but this position could potentially catch out Avian, who's waiting over in CPL by the window, not looking this way either. Is he going to turn in time? No, he is not. We should have a freebie here for Skip. Go for the knife, Skip. Or what? Are you kidding? Okay then, Skip. Talk about ice cold. He could get the flank here on Lunetti as well, but Lunetti is actually going to get the frag with 9 HP. Drops the bomb carrier. StigWow now will manage to back the, well, StigWow is dead, but Skippy will manage to get a frag with that HE. 45 seconds left on this clock, and Transys is going to have the perfect timing to deny the plant.
Yeah, and there's just no way for Skippy to win that round once he decided to go for the plant.
Transys just way too quick on the rotation there, and not wasting any time, but this play from Skippy.
He's patient. It's just unlucky for him that he wasn't able to find anybody else to try to take advantage of his patience. I mean, he sort of just waited around, but Lunetti's still able to get that kill with 9 health. It's going to be a save round for Expert Gaming.
Oh, and Dew is just lining him up. He's still alive as well. Not for long, however, but there is support from CPL and Electric. They're looking for it. Avian not going to be able to stop that bomb. Good nade there from Ludi. And now Ludi just going to town. 5-7 in hand. He gets caught by Yakin, but Avian steps in and saves the day. Last man alive here is going to be Base. And he's waiting around the corner. P250 goes for the shot, but can't get it. And 4 solid rounds coming in here for the Swedes, whose CT side really seems to be on point today. We saw it on Dust2 in their first match of the day, and it continues now on Mirage. The defense for the Swedes is on a different level right now.
Yeah, so far so good. Games4u have played two pretty good gun rounds, where, well, rather pistol round and third round bye against Expert. But this is only going to be the first real weapon round of the entire game so far, so it's still too early to draw any too serious conclusions. No. See Ludi here, he can aggressively in the middle, gets a pick on base.
And now do we see Lunetti have the same kind of success? Smoke is down to block him off. He's walking all the way up to the top of mid. This could be huge. The flank potentially. He hears a man step. He's going to get a freebie. And that's 2 big kills for Games4u. Not even getting ahead of themselves and peeking towards lower. It's actually going to be Lunetti just pushing aggressively in. He could actually find the man on balcony here at the entrance to B. And he is. Huge kills coming in.
It's still a 2v3 though, so still a very winnable round for Expert, thanks to Speedy's kill there in the middle.
They're managing to come back into this, and Expert, not sure if Stigwow was in a position to catch Avian jumping up to hold this aggressively, but there you go. The spray from Avian does not work out, and now Expert actually in a great position to get a plant on this bomb site. Ludi's going to land the jump, getting him into Whorehouse, and then he fumbles the follow-up, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him. And Do, first man alive in this kitchen, but the bomb has been planted, and Expert now with the time to get into after plants, thanks to this smoke as well. Very nicely done there. Cutting Do off from this bomb site.
2v2, the time obviously working against Games4u right now, and Ludi has an op, so that's going to make the retake that much harder.
Oh, he lands a money nade onto Spitty though, but then Spitty.
Nice move by Spitty, jumping on top of that little hitch to see about the car. Hits the headshot on Ludi as well, and not too much money on 2 players for Games4u, but it does look like they are still going to go for a force buy, but not too much money there for the Swedes. Potentially, this is the round that could really allow the Norwegians to get back into the game.
And we see, I mean, the impact that one round has had. They've managed to do so much damage to Games4u round after round, really forcing them to spend money. And this one loss has led to Games4u going for a force buy. Only 3 rifles to work with here for them. Bit of a peek down into underpass by Avian. He's managing to make it out of here in one piece again. However, there is a man sneaking up into B apartments, and that's Stigwow. But the position held by Transis is not going to allow him to get forward to peek too much here. Transis actually moves at the last second. In the meantime, he's going to be peeking up. Is Stig going to spot him? Or are they going to get the spot? And he will get the kill. In the meantime, there was a kill over at A long, or rather A site. Skippy coming out ahead there. So a quick 1-for-1. But it does seem like this is going to be a wraparound on A. Good flash to keep Ludi out of the site, but Avian steps it up and picks up the man and connector from CT spawn.
It's just a very uncoordinated move by Expert. You saw him just walk all by himself through connector. Obviously, Base was somewhat close to him, but he just wasn't trading the kill. And Yakin was still all on the different side of the map.
We're looking at Transis now as he picks up the first. Bomb not planted for CT, though. It's planted for Courtyard, so we do actually have a decent situation here for Yakin. He's able to back off until the flank from Lanetti comes in. This is going to be huge. The big opportunity to get both kills as Ludi finds one on base with the AWP. Ludi trying to get into CT spawn, it seems, all the way over in CPL.
But Ludi just had so much patience. I'm not sure if he heard base there by CPL or if he was just lucky to be waiting there, but base was in a really good spot to at least get that first kill and potentially go for the 1v2 right after, but Ludi was just so patient and just wasn't giving base any chance of getting that kill. He just stayed so far away with that op.
And Games4u just looking terrific right now on their CT side. You're right about how patient they're playing it. It doesn't seem like they're even in these positions where they're down a man, etc., they're keeping their cool, and they're really making it difficult for Expert to get anything done.
Expert going to be rushing the B side here, and they should be getting mowed down here by Chances and Lunetti. 4 quick kills. He's going to get the 5th. And that's a quick mow down. Split pot for Chances and Lunetti. Stigwow gets 1 kill. 6-1 Games4u, and Expert so far haven't really impressed me too much. They've seen a little uncoordinated in their earlier rounds. Haven't really had any proper execution, sort of just gone for picks. We'll see if that changes here, as it looks like they might be going for that bomb side A smoke attack.
Yeah, we see them not wasting any time. In fact, the nade's already going out for them. That was only 1 lone nade, though, so they haven't really committed to it quite yet. The smokes haven't gone flying, so Games4u, though, they're reacting to this. I mean, look at this positioning now from Avian. This is to counter the potential smokes that could come in for that sort of play. Flash is not going to work. He gets a triple spray. No, just a double, but still huge play from him. Now there's going to be 2 alive on this site. He spots the man out on balcony. Not going to get the kill as he runs out of bullets. And now Expert are in a pretty good spot to be able to get this plant until Lunetti decides to boost up in CT, look over that smoke, and get another kill, bringing his team back to the man advantage. The bomb not yet planted either here for Expert. They're between a rock and a hard place, but they get rid of the man in CT, and now it remains to be seen if they can actually work back here. As they, I mean, it's just people dropping left and right at this point, Lurpus. Before I can even call their names, they're gone.
And just as you say that, Ludi takes out Stigwow, 7-1, and it really did. For a second there, it looked like Expert were going to be doing that smoke attack towards the A bomb side, but then obviously, basically no smokes came, almost no flashes. Avian was just able to get these 2 kills and still deal a little more damage there. Just not blinded whatsoever. So once again, poor coordination on Expert Gaming's part. Games4u just holding their spots, and like you said, they're continuing their strong CT play from the previous game where they racked up 13 rounds on the CT side on Dust 2, which obviously is a much harder side of the map.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, that was really impressive from them. I really like the fact that Avian pushed up like that as well, because that position It's like if you get the feeling that it's going to be the smoke like that, good push up here from Transys into B apartments. But if you get the feeling that it's going to be the smoke like that, I mean, those smokes land on electric to block off CPL and to block off CT. If you're managing that, it looks pretty good for you. You get pushed up and you get beneath the smokes, beneath the flashes. Right now, it's just the anti-eco stomp pretty much coming out here from Games4u. One frag going Expert Gaming's way. That takes out Transys, who was pushed up in B apartments, but Games4u aren't going to be too concerned by that. Losing one rifle is not the end of the day when they have still quite a bit of bank in their wallets.
Yeah, quite a lot of money, and they're up 8-1, which is the more important statistic at this point of the game. Finally, a full buy for Expert. They basically have everything they could ever wish for. We'll see what they choose to do with it, because like we said, so far they haven't really done much that was coordinated or used up a lot of nades. So we'll see if they continue going for these picks or if they might actually try something, some kind of an execution.
There's I like that little detail there from Games4u, the pop flash into A apartments to take a peek there. Do not willing to take too many risks by just walking in. But Expert Gaming are gathering up outside of A, and it looks like they want to go for another play with the smoke rounds and the flashes. This time around, the smoke actually, or the flash rather, catches Do, but there's no acceleration behind this from Expert Gaming. They're really taking their time with these sorts of plays, and this is allowing time for Games4u to rotate an extra man in here, get that coverage from Avian over in CT.
Stigwell, I believe, is going to be trying to make some sound towards the B site. See if that actually happens or not. Transys has not called. He has called for the rotation. We now see one of his teammates rotating. Actually make that 2. Now Games4u have completely bought the fake, led by one man. But I'm not sure if Expert attacked fast enough. No, they're just going to wait forever, and Games4u are going to rotate back to A.
Yeah, and now this is going to get real hard for them. Lodi is still alive. He's managed to pick up one frag. There is Do alive in shadow. He's getting it flashed into oblivion, however. This is going to be an important position for him. His teammates are just cleaning house at this point. The last man alive is going to rotate all the way over, and it's Stigwow, who's got a butterfly knife. I am jealous. But with 6 seconds left, look at that. With 6 seconds left, he is not going to have the time. And that's really unfortunate there for Expert Gaming. Really odd that I mean, it seemed like Stigwow, he went according to the plan, made noise, got the rotation, and then Expert, they just sat.
Yeah, they actually looked like they wanted to wait for Stigwow to still group up with them, which obviously was the wrong call, because there's no way Games4u were going to stay in B long enough for him to rotate. So it was a bad decision by them mid-round, and 9-1 lead now for the Swedes. It's starting to look pretty tough for my prediction.
Yeah, this is just phenomenal play on the CT side from Games4u. They are quick rotations, but then rotating back, not falling for the fakes. We're going to have Linetti pushing all the way up to the top mid, just barely going to miss the man, rotating back into T-spawn, and it seems like, again, Expert, they've got enough smokes and enough flashes to go for another A play here if they so wish it. Lodi is over in Electric, looking in a bit of the Pasha spot with that AWP. He's going to be in a prime position here if he can actually manage to land the spots, and there we go. Gets Skippy, who's going for a peek. He sees the second man as well. He could have another opportunity here. Puts another shot through, not going to connect with anything, and now the smokes go down. Let's take a look at Do now as he tries to hold out from Shadow. They know that he's here, but the flash works, and a double spray for him, making a triple. Do stepping it up, even shooting at his own teammate. He's so excited.
Yeah, very good job by Do. Ludi also gets a double kill there. It's completely mows down Expert Gaming. And once again, Expert already lost one of their members prior to their actual push to the bomb site. Linetti was able to get that early off pick, and currently the Norwegians just look outmatched completely.
Interesting position as well from Expert Gaming to push that guy up to A spawn, or to the bottom of A slope like that, because oftentimes you don't actually see anybody showing from the T side if you're going for that smoke round like that. They kind of just sit up on the ledge, they sit around the corner, they wait for the smokes and flashes to go in, and then they all go as a unit together. Expert looking a bit uncoordinated here. Not really seeing how this is going to work out for them, as once again Stig is up in B apartments, may spot Transys, and he will in fact pick that entry up for his team. So Expert Gaming now actually have an edge on in this round, and it's about damn time as well. They need at least 5 rounds. They need the remaining rounds in this half to have a fighting chance to come the second half.
It might actually be the first time they have an advantage. Certainly the first time they had 5v3 there. Stigwow gets 2 kills. That's 3 total in the B site. It's going to be a 3v2 in favor of the terrorists here. But StigWow overextends far too early. You see how far these two terrorists still are? He could have easily stayed alive for another 5-10 seconds and allowed for his teammates to get the bomb planted in B.
He just needed to sit at that point. I think it was the knife. I think he got too excited there because he was showing it off. He wanted to get some more frags. He felt like he was invulnerable. And that's not going to work for him, as now it's turned into a 2-on-2. Avian, granted, has not got much HP. But we've already seen him land some 6 shots regardless of the fact that he doesn't have a whole lot of health going his way. We'll see if he can actually catch Spitty off guard here. Goes for the shot, and he gets the follow-up headshot, looking for 2, but he's not going to get it. It is now down to Yakin, but who is not around for long. Do has really stepped up this match as well. Bit of a bumpy performance from him on the first map today on Dust 2, but Do on this Mirage, that's 11 rounds now for Games4u.
Yeah, and those, once again, nice retake. They waited forever and ever, but he paid off. We see a replay here. StigWow's 2 kills. But nice play by Avian. I mean, just played it very, very patiently. He actually missed his first shot, but he recovered, hit the second one, told his teammate the last terrorist was behind the bench. Do easily took him out. 11-1, and Expert are just getting dominated.
I really like that smoke. That smoke blocks it off if there's anybody opping from window. Lets you try and get some mid control, but that's actually a fake, because right now what's happening, Expert Gaming are accelerating for the B site. Transits is waiting here at the bottom. He gets 1 kill already. Looks for a second one, gets that spray. He is finally going to get taken out, but it's just too little too late here for Expert Gaming. Lunetti is still alive on short. The bomb has been dropped there as well. They have to face him at some point. They will get the advantage in the end. But
Avian's already on the flank.
And this is huge. Ludi is going to get overrun on Cat, but StigWow, or rather Skippy, will lose his teammate. So he is now in a 1v2, and it seems like Games4u have picked up on the fact that this is going to be an A play after all. Skippy, the last man alive here, will manage to get the plant on that A site, but now he needs to find a kill. He has to go aggressive.
Kill on Do.
And this is big. Gets it. Big opportunity now for Expert Gaming. Avian knows exactly where he is, but Skippy is planning for CT. Oh, this is going to be huge. Pros don't fake. Pros don't fake. Games4u. Oh, an insult to injury. Picks up the frag as well. Avian just holds down. That takes huge guts, courage right there.
Yeah, I mean, dude just did not see that coming. He tried to go for a little fake there, throwing his smoke to make some noise, but Avian just wasn't having any of it. Just straight up defuses, no peeking going on. 12-1, and Expert just are now, they cannot be happy right now about the way they're losing some of these rounds.
That's shattering right there. That really is. If you lose that sort of situation, they will trade 1-for-1. Spitty's going to manage to find a big kill. There's a man now, worked his way up. Connector, that is Spitty himself. Do is still alive, however, on balcony, looking towards Electric, so he could actually find the opportunity here to catch Spitty off guard, potentially, but Skippy rather. Or it is Spitty. He's just waiting. Patient. Oh, spots the gun barrel. Lunetti goes for the spray. Not going to get it, though. That's got a little bit ahead of himself there, but he's still alive, and that's what counts. And that sets it up for Lodi with the AWP. Lodi perhaps going to look for another one. He will eventually find this frag, as it is now a 2-on-3 situation. The rotation coming in, however, from behind. Lodi sees this coming, though. He's looking for the kill. Is he going to find it, though? He needs it. One shot, and he gets it. No, Do saves his life.
He still keeps them in the round. Skippy's finally get the bomb planted now. Ludi picks up a kill with a nade, and it's all down to Skippy in a 1v2 here in the site.
There really is not a whole lot of time left here, however, for the defuse. Skippy, sick positioning from him. He's about to flank them completely out. Picks up that man. Now he's just going to play the 1v1. Do, not a whole lot of time left, but he's been cut off by that smoke. Goes for the fake defuse this time, and does Skippy buy it? Yes, he does. He gets chased back around the corner. Skippy again. And there's the nade, and he gets the kill.
A neat play by Skippy there, but once again, I mean, Expert Gaming really let that round get close. After those first entries into the site, they probably just should have been able to hide after getting the bomb planted, and it should have never even come down to a 1v2 for Skippy in the first place. See these final 2 kills. A nice play by him, but it also sort of makes you wonder whether it's already too late, considering they're already down by 10 rounds.
Oh, huge. Lodi gets both. And that it is, and he's going to go for more. Avian is there to back him, and Avian will get that kill in an underpass, but that is shattering now. Expert Gaming, you can see Skippy, he's moving his mouse in frustration. This is the 15th round of this half, and this is about to be a 13-2 score line for Games4u. The Swedes have just come alive in this second map, this winter match as well, when they were saying how shaky they felt going into this match in the first place. Not really confident, not really expecting to be able to take Expert on.
Didn't they have a 13-2 lead in the first half of the first game too, though?
Am I cursing them? Expert Gaming are going to become the best.
Hey, all I know is you told me they were up 13-2.
This is true.
In the first map, and it went into OT.
Paranoia.
All I'm saying.
You're right, though. You're right. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Anything is possible, because we learned on Dust 2 that Dust 2 is in fact a CT map.
So Ludi gets the, Lunetti actually gets the final kill there. 13-2 is going to be the score here. Swedes dominating their western neighbors on the CT side of Mirage, and we're going to be live here with the second half right after. No break.
No break.
That's the way we like it.
Very quick. No real time here for Expert to recover either. But it goes without saying at this point that they need to pick up this pistol round. So we shall see if we shall have a repeat of the Dust 2 performance thus far. There is going to be Skippy again holding it mid, looking to try and get some information, but in the end, Games4u will get control of mid and be able to build off of that. In the meantime, Spitty looking for a nade into Delpan, but the man who was holding there, Avian, manages to get out of there just in the nick of time. Instead, it's going to be the rush up connector, and Skippy is here. Double headshot for him. Could find a third, but he's going to get overrun by Linetti, and we're into a 3-on-4. In the meantime, there is a man waiting in CT, and he's going to go and try and deny that plant, but it's not going to happen. Instead, he's going to get jumped on.
Ludi's going to run into spawn, get the kill. Very good play by him.
That was huge by Ludi. And this is going to make life very difficult here for Expert, but they're managing the retake beautifully. Do is still alive. He is here with 11 HP. They're going to chase him down, but he's going to get both! Do makes it happen for Games4u. And Expert Gaming, I bet you they thought they had that.
Well, they should have had that. But, I mean, it's just another one at the end of the very long line of mistakes Expert Gaming have made so far in this game.
That was fantastic. Do again. He's floating in the middle of the pack right now with the frags, but his frags have been fantastic. What a clutch round from him. And now Expert, that was a mistake that is going to cost them this winter match. It's so ridiculously tough now for them to come back from this.
That's a tough way to lose it too after Skippy's first 2 kills.
Yeah, you're right. And Skippy really, holding it down from CPL, getting those 2 headshots and doing a lot of damage to the third man coming in from Connector. And then in the end, Expert, they just floundered. And they're going for the full stack now at this point. And, well, you can't really fault them. You got to go for a bit of gamble gaming sometimes. And when you're going for a full hold, not a full eco, there is a P250 picked up on Spitty. But when you're going for a full eco like this, it makes sense.
It definitely makes sense. At least you give yourself a chance of winning. If you play your own spot with a pistol against a rifle, odds are you're probably not going to win a vast majority of the time. So this way, at least there's a chance.
Let's see, more guys rotating in. He now hears it. Transit's getting caught 2 flanks there, but Avian is here to pick up the slack. Going to be holding short. Makes it into Whorehouse just in time. And Base is going to spot him. There's the spray with the Galil, though. And now it's going to be Skippy. Last man alive here. Gets flanked. Picks up the USP, but it's not going to happen. And a near perfect follow-up round here for Games4u in that anti-eco. Getting the read, not running into the stack. But the force, Lurpus, this is it.
And I was talking to some of my friends who are here watching the tournaments that the only team who really looked good yesterday was Encore. They looked on point, everybody else more or less shaky. Today, Games4u, I mean, I didn't see the first game, so my perception of them is a little flawed, but they look pretty good. And you can always make the case that where you have such a big lead as a 13-2 CT side on Dust 2, that you sort of just let your foot go off the pedal in the second half. You're not really giving it your all anymore. So Games4u also looking pretty strong, I think. That first half, and you could tell it seemed, perhaps it was nerves, perhaps it was something that played into it, but they kept making the wrong call essentially on Dust 2. This time around, Games4u really do seem to have woken up. They're not letting it happen again. There is no repeat performance, and the Swedes are now 1 round away from securing first seed going into the playoffs here from Group C, which would be huge for them. Absolutely fantastic. Little pop flash there, but the opportunity is going to be missed. Lodi making noise here for the B side, and it will be a B take in the end. Man on defense is going to be Spitty. Chances gets the second kill. 2 entries for him in the B side, and it's going to be damn near impossible for Experts to win this retake now. Chances with a third.
It's not meant to be. They were all over the place in the end, and that was a very quick win for the not the Norwegian team, for the Swedes. Expert Gaming looking rattled somewhat here, as we can see them on your
screen.
Should be rattled. Can't be pleased with that.
They should be rattled.
And that is actually a favorite. I mean, really, you talk to any team in this group, and they're like, okay, Expert are the guys that we have to watch out for. These are the guys that have the edge. And we were just talking about this, before the match even began, how they managed to make so many LAN events to get that experience on LAN. Copenhagen Games, DreamHack Summer in recent memory, they were there, and they actually got pretty solid results. So for them not to be able to come in and get that first seed is a pretty big result now. Games4u, I'm sure we're going to have word from them in just a moment's time here with a winner interview. But let's go ahead and take a look at the group and see how things are shaping up now that we've seen the winner match actually come to a conclusion here. Because at the same time, there is the lower match, the loser match basically that's happening between
Paranoia.
Paranoia and Arctic.
RCTIC. Yeah.
And Arctic actually had a pretty rough run-in with Expert, which is why we really put Expert ahead in the match. Games4u looking shaky in their first match, but Expert looking really good. In this case, it didn't go their way, but let's go ahead and hear now from Games4u. But congratulations on the win, man. That was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
So it seemed like you guys just completely forgot about Dust 2.
Yeah.
And you were able to play your game this time around of just a stellar CT side on Mirage.
Yeah, really. We just did what we practiced, and it turned out well this time. I hope it will in the future too.
Did you think the match was going to be a lot closer than it wound up being?
Me personally, yeah. But my team over there, they were pretty confident, and yeah.
At the end of the first half, maybe?
Yeah, really.
Do you think you sort of let the first game slip away after getting such a big lead on the harder side of the map?
Yeah, we really did, and we talked about it, and yeah, we were really slow. We were too slow. I think we really needed to take our frags, and that we did in Mirage, so we're really happy with that.
That was a big thing, but this time around, it really seemed like you guys were able to recover and get everything going your way. In particular, that pistol round that you clutched for your team there, and we actually have the replay here. But did you even think for a second that you had this in the bag? I mean, 11 HP, 1v2.
Yeah, I really didn't. I just went out and tried my best, and it went good this time. Yeah.
That was fantastic, round. Well, that was a moment where I nearly fell out of my chair.
Is there anybody in particular who you would not like to face in the playoffs tomorrow?
Yeah, well, that will be Encore, I think. They got really much experience with Lance, and yeah, we're pretty new team, so.
So you would actually prefer to play a arguably more skilled team like Nostalgia, who's less prepared, over Encore?
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel more comfortable against the mixed match?
Yeah, against the mix, yeah.
What about Penta, the German team, the German lineup?
I don't really know who the players is, but I know they're good, and I think we can take them, but that's what I think.
All right, well, congratulations on first seed, man. You have actually very good odds going into the playoffs now, seeing as how you're going to face a second seed team. So Congratulations on the win and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
And guys, that's going to be it. That was the winner match here for Group C. So now we see that Games4u will be taking that first seed. We will come back after this short break to find out who is going to be taking the second seed and who's going to be going home.